Outrageous incident against a woman that will make your blood boil. Patna witnessed a horror show on Thursday when a bunch of men beat up a woman and then stripped her in full public view. Worse, it all happened in broad daylight on one of the city's busiest roads near the Gandhi Maidan, and not a single man in the entire crowd dared to intervene. If that wasn't enough, police arrived half an hour later, watched the show for another hour before taking the culprits to the police station. Here's how it all unraveled. The woman was humiliated as she was taken in a cycle rickshaw as a bunch of men followed. A shameful spectacle on the streets of Patna. The men then stopped and began to push her around near the Apsara Cinema Hall. It was around 5:30 p.m. when a movie had just finished. The crowd from the theatre kept swelling by the minute and everyone watched as mute spectators. It all got worse as the crowd watched the woman being molested and then stripped in public. It was a free-for-all. It also appeared that some men in the crowd joined in humiliating, heckling and molesting the woman. Then after watching the entire show for about an hour, police arrested the men. But at the police station, the cops allegedly humiliated the woman all over again, saying it was her fault. She was allowed to go only after 2 hours. Here's once again the faces of at least 4 of those barbarians. The cameras were just able to catch these 4 clearly. These molesters, watch each and every one of them. We've been able to capture at least 4 of them. How they go about, without any remorse, molesting the woman in broad daylight. It's savagery, barbaric, despicable, making us ask, where have all the men gone? You've seen 3 molesters and you're going to see the face of the 4th molester as well. All these amongst a group of at least 100 to 200 people. In fact, the 4th molester was a policeman. And if you have seen any of these men, please call on the number on your screens, contact the area SHO and help make sure such a thing does not happen to anybody else. She was then taken to a hotel where the woman ran away after the man and his friends tried to rape her. To add insult to injury, the men told the police that the woman was a sex worker and had tried to entice them.
वापस चली गई, नौकरी का झांसा दिया था उसने और कल पुनः ये पटना आई। पटना में राकेश का कहना है कि इन्हें नौकरी के लिए लाया, परंतु वास्तविकता यह है कि यहाँ पर बॉब होटल है, वहाँ पर इस महिला ले गया। चंद कस्टमर्स बुलाए थे गलत नियत से।
तो इसलिए समाज में सब तरफ से इसकी निंदा होनी चाहिए और कार्रवाई तो सख्त होगी, जैसा हमने बताया। विधि सम्मत कार्रवाई होगी और जल्दी से जल्दी अनुसंधान के काम को पूरा करके इस पूरे मामले में स्पीडी ट्रायल का अनुरोध किया जाएगा। और इसके लिए तो मीडिया को धन्यवाद देना चाहिए कि उन्होंने इस बात को उभारा। हमारे पुलिस को जहां पहुंच जाना चाहिए था मोबाइल वान को, उसके पहले मीडिया के लोग पहुंचे।
It is awful that in a daylight, and that too in Patna city, and that too when so many people, they were not only witnessing, but they became the part of that game. You know, they thought that it's a game, and she was treated as an object, as a thing, not as a human being. So there should be severe punishment to those persons who did it. There should be some rules and code and conduct of the civil society. I have written a letter to the Chief Minister also, and we have asked for the report from the administration.
Here's once again are the faces of at least 4 of those barbarians. The cameras were just able to catch clearly these molesters. Watch each one of them, how they go about without any remorse, molesting the woman in broad daylight. Savagery, barbaric, despicable, making us ask, where have all the men gone? And if you've seen any of these men, please call on the number on your screens, contact the area SHO and help make sure such a thing does not happen to anybody else.
You know, it's absolutely outrageous that a woman can be physically assaulted in this way in Patna in this modern day and age. This kind of moral policing is abhorrent in any democracy and cannot be allowed. And I think it's vital that this should be treated as a serious crime by the local administration, and very strict punishment be given to the people who perpetrated this outrage.
ये बिल्कुल लोग कानून अपने हाथ में ले लिए हैं हर जगह, पहले भी हुआ, बोलते बोलते हम लोग थक गए। दिन दहाड़े राजधानी है, भीड़ भाड़ वाला इलाका है, एक आदमी को शर्म भी नहीं आई कि उस बच्ची को कवर करें। बहुत बुरा हुआ है जो भी हुआ है, और खाली अपना बिहार बदल रहा है, यही बिहार बदल रहा है।
And if you've seen any of these men, remember the molester number 4 is actually a policeman. Please call on the number on your screens, contact the area SHO in Patna and help make sure such a thing does not happen to anybody else.